Welcome to my channel. I am doing time lapse on my garage, kind of cleaning it up. But the biggest thing I kind of want to talk about is kind of 2022 in review, where my channel started really, and moving on to 2023, what projects I have going on. So as you can see, I'm just moving bicycles out. I have a lot of vintage bicycles, which I hope to incorporate into this channel a little bit more this year. Um, So moving on with that. But 2022, I believe I started out with some motorized bicycle stuff. Could have been 2021, but toward the end of that. But so I had some motorized bicycle stuff, riding, stuff like that. And then I had some repairs for those as well, which I have a lot of different people enjoy that as well. And then I picked up my Studebaker, which I think it was October of 21. Uh, then I really started going to work on it in 22. During that time, I am in the military, so I only get the afternoons and the evenings and the weekends to work on it. So I don't get too much time, as much as I want, really. But part of what I was doing for military was I was actually getting ready to deploy. And I only deployed for 3 months. Usually it's a 6-month tour for the Air Force. But for me, it was 3 months. So I was kind of getting ready for that type of stuff. So my videos dropped off for the year while I was preparing my house and my home and setting up my wife to make sure she was able to function without me. But upon return, I jumped right into it. Did not expect to get a camper. Um, so that kind of got thrown into the mix. But with the camper, it's something that my wife and I and family was looking for, something small that we could pull behind our minivan because of the weight. So I found, was it a 1971 Aristocrat? It was 1,000 pounds under our pool limit, so which made it ideal for us to take it. I know there is a lot of work going on to that one, and it may take me longer than I expected. I hope that it doesn't take me past springtime. The holidays, we had a couple weeks off of work, so during the holidays, I kind of put things on pause, didn't really do a whole lot, but now I'm getting back into the swing of things, which is one of the reasons why I'm cleaning out my garage. So I figured I'd make a video on that. I'm not the type of person that likes to talk during a video and kind of explain the whole year because I think they're boring. But since I have a time lapse of cleaning part of my garage, I thought maybe that would be more entertaining. Looking forward to 2023. Of course, the camper build is going to be on more of the forefront of the year because I need to get it done. I would like to take some trips out west using the camper. We are just sleeping in it. We tend to move around a lot, so we're not actually staying in one spot very long, just kind of spending the night at one place, moving on. So that is perfect and ideal for what we do right now with our family. Other projects, the Studebaker, of course. In the springtime, I have lined up, or I will be lining up, a powder coating shop to work on getting the frame done. But I will have to tear that down, so you'll start seeing videos of me tearing down the Studebaker frame, pulling the engine out, and that will be its own progress right there. Hopefully, I can get the frame done this year and the cab metal work done as well, so I can go ahead and drop it on the frame and start there. I would like by the end of the year to start putting the Studebaker back together, but I can't, depending on the way my funds flow and how everything works. We will see. That is just one of my goals I have. I would like to actually have it running driving by the end of the year, but that's unrealistic. So other projects that I have going on, if you looked into my video as you're watching, you would seen a yellow Vespa that rolled out. So that is a small scale project. that I think I could probably knock out relatively quick if I have all the parts at once. I picked that up a little while ago. Very, very inexpensive, but I still have to secure the title. I do have a bill of sale. In South Carolina, I should be able to get plates for it with just the bill of sale, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Um, but I would like to get that thing going. My kids are actually very excited about it. If you've seen that movie Luca, that's where they kind of got excited about it. So I have pictures of them already on it. So they want to ride that thing just as much as I do. I would like to get that thing going this year. I also have some motorized bike projects I would like to get going. I have a Whizzer motorbike that I think I will probably piddle around with and have videos on from time to time in between everything because I would like to get that thing going. I've restored the motor a while ago, and now I'm just kind of modifying an actual clutch. It's not like a slip clutch that you would see in normal Whizzers. This is more of an actual clutch that has plates and separates and functions much better than the real than the slip clutch. So that will get done probably in the meantime, in between projects, or when I'm overwhelmed with something, with the camper, I just need a break from it. Sometimes that's why I have multiple projects. Is a lot of times I'll be waist deep in something and I just need a break. So something working on something small, kind of something that can be completed and gives me a sense of accomplishment. That's why I have so many small projects on top of the big projects, just because I know I can finish them. And let's see, I do have some secret projects coming up. You will probably see a video series just drop, um, and you'll be able to watch through everything on that one. So just look out for that. Let's see, some other projects that I have going on. I do have my Honda Cubs. I have two of those. I would like to. They're mostly intact. They both need engine rebuilds, and that's the kind of the frustrating part with those. Is I would like to just make it quick, but those engine rebuilds will be a little costly. I will be doing them myself. Um, the time frame is not that hard. It shouldn't take me more than a few days to put those engines together. One is completely seized and locked up and rusty, and you'll see that, I'm sure, soon. I would like to have that one running. I am thinking I might be able to see if I can get that one running and unseized in relatively like more of a day or a week. So we'll see about that one. See what other projects I have going on. I have, if you can look at my video right now, you'll see this little board. It's kind of covering the end of my workbench, and there's a tire behind it. Well, in that tire is actually a motor and a wheel. It's called a, actually, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's been so long. I picked them up while stationed in England. They are, I might have to go look, but it is basically a motor and a wheel. I have two of them. One was supposedly rebuilt, and I could never get it to go. I did get it to spark, but I think the spark was too weak. Could never get it to fire off. I was looking into some other options, as far as what I can do to strengthen the spark without buying stuff from England and shipping it over here. Uh, I happened to see where somebody took a coil. Is it a coil? No, it's a part from a motorized, like a Chinese motorized bicycle, and actually made it work. Um, and it had strong spark and it fired off pretty good. So I'm thinking I'm going to work toward that and hopefully have a bike with a little motor on it as well. Something small. It's actually really unique, and I have the perfect British bicycle to put that on. So that will be something coming up. May play with that one toward the end of the year, but we will see. I'm hoping actually with motorized, talking about motorized bicycles, I'm hoping to do a lot more rides this year um, to get those going. So I want to go different places and longer rides. I've kind of done just around my area. I would like to take the bike somewhere else and then pick it up, maybe north in North Carolina, or possibly out west, or even down toward the beach. I would love to make like a weekend trip and go all the way to the beach and back. That would be just fun. And being on those little motorized bikes, it's just something a little bit different. So, uh, trying to think of some more projects that are coming up that I think of. Oh, the Volvo and the BMW. So the BMW, it actually runs and drives no problem, except for there's oil leaking into between the valve cover gasket and where the spark plugs are, and it's causing a misfire. So I have to put in a valve cover gasket in there. You have some issues with the ventilation system as far as the ventilation system. I have to figure that out because it's causing really poor gas mileage. And on top of that, I would like to put the cats back on it and put the O2 sensors back on it as well. So I've had them deleted just so I can get it running and driving. But I had no idea that gas mileage on that car would be so bad. So I kind of, it's not necessarily undrivable. It's just like frustrating. Um, and then the other thing on that one is I have uh, a convertible top and the bands in that. It's all brand new, and I would like to do a video on that one as well. So that's going to be something probably more or less in the summer when I don't have a lot of rain, and since I'm working outside, I don't really have a whole lot of time to roll it into a shop or anything like that. Or actually, we don't even have the facilities to do anything like that. But I would like to put the top on, put the bands on, and then I would secure that to be weather tight. And the Volvo, I've gotten it running. I'm not very happy with it. It is very high mileage motor. I have cleaned out the whole fuel system and I've gone through everything like that, fixed up some of the rust repair on there, replaced some seats inside of it that were falling apart. But I don't think that's something that I could use. My son, it was mainly for my son. We were going to kind of make it look like a vintage rally car. But with the complications of the Bosch injection system, I and how much money it costs to fix that, it is insane. So it does run. I don't know if it's the injection system itself or not, but it is something I probably will be getting rid of just to cover my cost out of it. It'd be pretty inexpensive. I got it for pretty cheap, and it's just the cost of the parts. Essentially, I just want to get out of it and put it into something else. Um, I think that's really about it. Pretty much, I appreciate everybody that has subscribed, and I'd appreciate it if you would share my channel. I know sometimes I can get boring. I've always been that way. Um, but if you have any suggestions, please put it in the comments because I will take. I am that type of person. I like constructive criticism because I like to improve myself. It's just the way I've always been. So if you could see something that I can improve on, please definitely throw it in there, and I will take that in consideration and potentially implement it in my videos and my channel. So thank you very much, and you will see videos coming up soon. So have a great one.